Auto entry will be Mike Mahaney. Second row to the inside in the advanced concrete number 4, it will be Anthony Perego, and alongside of him, driving in the Walker.com 01, your ATL Fuel Cell Hot Lap hero, Chris Robbie. Row number 3 to the inside, the Hallmark number 44, Stuart Friesen. Alongside of him, the Interstate Batteries 11 VT, Joey Scarborough. Row 4 to the inside in the Gage Lawn Care and Landscaping number 215, Adam Pearson. Alongside of him, the Dark Knight and the S-House Asphalt Paving number 3, J. Mark Johnson. Final row to the inside, driving the Bullies. Driving in the Proudy's Parlor 357, Marty Kelly 3. And driving in the 22J is Bubba McPhee. Here they come into the Sunoco starting zone. Father's Day, Slate Valley 67, qualifying underway at Devil's Bowl Speedway.
First heat race of the night is clean and green. Great side-by-side start. Look at Matt Williams. Down low, Mahaney. Tough right through the middle. They're still side-by-side. Come around to complete lap number 1 right now. It's going to be Mike Mahaney.
Into the turn. Good battle between Williamson and the 3. Mahaney in the 35. Right behind him, your ATL Fuel Cell Hot Lap hero, Chris Robbie, down the back straightaway. Williamson try to go to the inside of Mahaney. Out of the corner, Mahaney's got the lead in the high groove. He'll bring him by for the second time.
Remember, the top 6 finishers out of these heat races will move on into our A main event. Mahaney missed his line there off of corner number 2. Battle for the lead. Once again, here comes Money Matt Williamson. Williamson dips down low, looking to take the lead off of turn 4.
Out of the corner, Robbie still third. 4th spot is Perego. That is the last redraw spot. 6 will qualify. 4 go to the redraw. Stuart Friesen behind him. He's in 5th spot. Not yet to the redraw. The last qualifying spot is last year's winner, the White Knight, Mark Johnson.
Top 5 drivers starting to separate themselves from the rest of the field at the halfway point. 4 laps in and 4 to go. Mike Mahaney has a 5-car length lead over Matt Williamson.
Down the back straightaway into the turn. Friesen still on the outside of the redraw. He is in a qualifying spot. Further back, Mark Johnson ahead of Adam Pearson for that last qualifying spot, and they are followed by the 11 of Joey Scarborough. Meanwhile, Mahaney beginning to pull away just a little bit from Williamson.
Stuart Friesen has got to go now if he wants to try to make it into tonight's redraw, trying to find some bite as he rolls to the top side of the racetrack. He has Anthony Perego right in front of him in 4P.
Down the back straightaway, Perego still holding on to 4th. Robbie ahead of him, heading into the turn with Friesen behind him. Here is the Barron's Performance Warehouse white flag. 1 lap to go for Mike Mahaney. Mahaney leading the way over Money Matt Williamson.
Mahaney looking strong here tonight in the 35M. As he will make his way into turns number 3 and 4 for the final time as the Sunoco checker flag is out. Mike Mahaney will win heat race number 1.
Mike Mahaney grabbing the opening checkered flag tonight for the Slate Valley 67. Mike Mahaney grabbing the checkered flag. He wins heat number 1. Runner-up spot, the 3, Matt Williamson. 3rd, the 01, Chris Robbie. And 4th, the 4, Anthony Perego. They will go to the redraw. Also qualifying the 44, Stuart Friesen. And the 3J, Mark Johnson. Again, 6 qualify, 4 go to the redraw. Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series fueled by Sunoco. High Torque of New York, North Region Opener night. Heat race number 2 lining up this way after the 4-car inversion. Starting from the pole, the defending High Torque of New York North Region Point Champion out of Savannah, New York, driving in the Hurlock Audubon Speed. Elmo's Pit Stop, Kibblehouse Family, number 9S, Super Matt Shepard, and alongside of him, driving in the A to Z Property Maintenance Home Press Kitchens 27B, Robert Bublak. Second row to the inside in the Shoeback Sod Farms, Barron's Performance Warehouse 15M from Goshen, New York, Daniel Morgevitz, and alongside of him, out of Canandaigua, New York, driving in the English Construction Ohio Logistics 70A will be Alex Payne. Row 3 to the inside out of Watertown, New York. He's in the St. Lawrence Radiology number 19. The Hall of Famer Timmy Fuller, and alongside of him out of Elmira, New York, driving in the Mooney Sports Bar Trackside Products 72, AJ Potrabowski Jr. Row number 4 to the inside, driving out of East Greenbush. He is in the Killer Crate Racing Products, Godgard Motorsports 97, Bobby Hackle the 4th. And alongside of him, driving in the G-Stone Commercial, Lakeview Custom Painting 13A from Bridgeport, Vermont, that is Troy Audette. Final starting position, driving in the Murray Masterson Environmental Services 11X from Bristol, Vermont, Josh Masterson. That is the lineup for our second qualifying heat race for the High Torque of New York North Region opener. We were scheduled to go for the North Region opener at Accord. We lost that event. A couple weeks ago, we were supposed to be opening the series at Airborne Park. That was lost to the weatherman. That has been rescheduled for July. And now here we are, Father's Day weekend with our North Region opener here, the annual visit, our fourth ever visit for the Short Track Super Series at Devil's Bowl Speedway. Earl, here comes Heat 2.
Field rolls to the Sunoco start zone in turn 4. Joe Chris, chief starter with the Short Track Super Series, lets him know we are underway. Great start by Matt Shepard as he'll lead the Thundering Herd in the turns number 1 and 2, and they are 2 by 2 behind him.
Down the back straightaway, keep your eye on the young man in the 70, Alex Payne, the defending Outlaw Track champion, Outlaw Speedway. He's out of the corner ahead of Hall of Famer Timmy Fuller down the straightaway. We got a couple of Devil's Bowl young veterans behind him in this heat race. Out of the turn, Troy Aldet and the 11 of Josh Masterson.
Look at this battle for the runner-up spot between Bublak and Morgovitz. That's a great side-by-side battle between the 27B and the 15M. Right now, Morgovitz, he'll dip down low in turn 2, trying to take that spot away from Bublak.
Yeah, Robert Bublak, a Capital District hot shoe, down the back straightaway, holding on to second spot. Danny Morgovitz has honed his skills in the eastern reaches of New York State at Orange County and Accord. He's been a Short Track Super Series regular for a number of seasons. Morgovitz putting the pressure on Bublak, trying to get second.
With those two drivers duking it out for the runner-up spot, right now Matt Shepard has over a 2-second lead. As now, look at Alex Payne. Payne's starting to make some noise right now in the 70A.
Payne moving in now for third spot. Morgovitz no longer putting pressure on Bublak for second. He's going to have to go on defense now as Alex Payne will sweep to the top lane.
Payne trying to find some bite. Can he complete the pass off of 4? Yes, he can. Alex Payne right now is up into that third spot. However, look at the 19 of Tim Fuller. Yes, he is in 5th. He's in a qualifying spot. But however, he has to try to get some speed here in the late stages of the second heat race to make it into that all-important top 4 redraw.
Right now, A.J. Potrabowski Jr. in the 72 holding down the final qualifying spot. He's not getting any pressure at the moment. Up front, Super Matt continuing to set the pace comfortably, leading the way as we get the Barron's Performance Warehouse white flag. Final lap, Heat 2.
Final time around, and Super Matt Shepard is walking the dog, if you will, here in this heat race. He has a 3.1 second lead. He can shut it off and coast it from here. Matt Shepard will win the second heat race of the night.
Bublak, then Payne, Morgovitz, Timmy Fuller, and A.J. Potrabowski complete the top 6 at the wire. Heat race number 2 in the books, and your winning driver of the night is Super Matt Shepard. Runner-up will go to the 27 of Robert Bublak. 27B of Robert Bublak. Third, the 70A of Alex Payne. Fourth spot will be the 15M of Daniel Morgovitz. Those 4 go to the redraw. Also qualifying the 19, Tim Fuller, and the 72, A.J. Potrabowski Jr. We're ready to go with heat race number 3. On the pole, driving out of Napierville, Quebec, driving the Gamache, number 91, Felix Waugh. And alongside of him, driving in the Madison Overhead Door, Emmerich Associates Club Wago SRI Performance 02 out of Saratoga Springs, the Ginger Ninja Jack Lahnert. Row number 2 to the inside out of South New Berlin, New York, track champion at Fonda and Utica Rome the last couple of years in the Sportsman Division, now in the Modifieds tonight. Driving the number 14T. That is the James Bray Paving and Excavating, James Bray Farms entry. That's Peyton Talbot. Alongside of him, driving in the Pale Racing Caymans number 1 out of St. Damas, Quebec. That is David A. Bear, the defending champion at Autodrome Granby. Row number 3 to the inside out of Fonda, New York. Driving in the number 93, the Ed Mungeron race car. That's Danny Varon, and alongside of him, in the Highland Enterprises number 27 from Fort Plain, New York, Jason Riome. Row 4 to the inside from Schnacksville, Pennsylvania. Driving in the Archie Hoffman Electric, Prime Design Landscaping number 27, TVD, Tanner Van Doren. Alongside of him in the Bully Truck Stop 55J from St. Edmund, Quebec. That's Gordon Clare. And the final starting spot from Rutland, Vermont. In the Crash Palace 14 is C.G. Morey. 9 more cars will go 8 laps. We'll take 6 to the feature, 4 to the redraw.
The field rolls into turn 3. They will come to life at the Sunoco start zone in turn 4. Felix Roy, Jack Lehner, bring him down. Green flag is out. Heat race number 3 is green.
Into the turn. Good battle for that number 2 spot. We got a yellow. No start. Joe said no. Joe said no. Short Track Super Series starter Joe Chris not liking what he saw. So we'll go caution here. Regroup the field. There might be something on the racetrack over here. We'll have to see. Thanks to our series title sponsor, Bob Hilbert Sportswear, boasting more than a half-century of providing the finest in screen-printed and embroidered apparel. Based in Boyertown, Pennsylvania, Bob Hilbert Sportswear, specializing in the racing industry along with schools, commercial, and corporate work. Their fundraising option is a great program for organizations and companies to raise awareness and funds. Check Bob Hilbert Sportswear out on the web at bobhilbert.com or do some shopping on the online store at bobhilbertshop.com. Bob Hilbert Sportswear, our series title sponsor. Sunoco is our official fuel. As the largest manufacturer of racing gasolines in the world, Sunoco has a 40-year track record of winning performances with an expanded product line. Sunoco offering drivers more choices than ever before. Learn more at SunocoRacefuels.com. Sunoco Race Fuels proud to present the Short Track Super Series Start Restart Zone and the checkered flag. American Racer is our official tire, known for their quality, durability, repeatability, and value. American Racer tires boasting a tradition of craftsmanship and innovation dating back to 1915. American Racer, race, win, repeat. Visit the official American Racer website at AmericanRacerOnline.com. What do we have going on down here, Earl?
Jason Reaume having a little bit of trouble there. He broke, so he got the assistance by the wrecker. So with that being cleared in turn 1, the caution lights are out once again. Felix Waugh and Jack Lehner will make up the front row. Once again, we come to life at the Sunoco start zone in turn 4.
So it's a complete restart. No lap scored. 8 laps ahead. Waugh and Lehner in row number 1. The Sunoco starting zone. Here's the green.
Final heat race for the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series gets underway. Once again, Waugh has a great start. Almost 3 wide down the back straightaway. Here comes David Bear. He's already up in the 3rd.
Yeah, Bear working on the inside lane now, battling off the corner with Peyton Talbot. 2 orange racers charging into the turn. David Bear working out of the turn on the bottom lane. He had his first ever Short Track Super Series win last year in our visit to Autodrome Granby. He's now 2nd.
And you can see now off the pace in turns number 3 and 4 is going to be Jack Lehner. Lehner, does he have enough of momentum to get off the racetrack? Does not matter. As the caution flag waves, SRI performance caution lights come on once more.
So Lehner's heading to the pits. I didn't catch it. Did you see, Earl? Was that a flat or not?
I did not see if that was a flat, but no flat we're being told. So something awry with the 0-2 of Jack Lehner's machine.
Drivers tonight, when they get the white flag for the modifieds, will get the Barron's Performance Warehouse sponsored modified white flag lap 1 to go before they reach Bicknell Racing Products Victory Lane. Drivers taking the Barron's Performance Warehouse white flag 1 to go in all STSS modified events. Barron's Performance Warehouse, founded by Harry Barron in 1972 as Barron Speed Center, a general speed and tire shop aimed at the general automotive market. In 1982, the decision was made to focus on the parts and service market and leave behind Harry's career as a driver. Barron's Performance Warehouse the Speed Center has now grown to be a nationally known leader in the automotive racing industry. Barron's Performance Warehouse, located on Meadow Road, Florida, New York, can be found on the web at barrons.com.
So we're back underway. 6 laps to go here in this restart. Once again, Felix Waugh will lead the Thundering Herd down the back straightaway. Look at David Bear. Bear is going to go right through the middle. He's going to challenge Waugh for the lead off of 4.
Out of the corner they come. Bear, after getting by Talbot, used the restart to restart right up front there with Waugh. Waugh has been having a great start to his 25 season. Down the back straightaway, the 2 Canadian drivers, the young driver and the veteran, battling out of the corner now for the halfway signal.
4 laps in and 4 to go. Great battle for the top spot between Felix Waugh and David Bear. Those 2 drivers starting to separate themselves from the rest of the field. In 3rd, you got the 14T of Peyton Talbot. Danny Varon still in that 4th spot, and Tanner Van Doren is in 5th.
Yeah, behind Talbot, we got Varon, and then Tanner Van Doren. Tanner trying to get to a redraw spot now. Varon has it. Van Doren's right there. Following them down the back straightaway is Claire in the 55. We're going to get the 2-lap signal this time.
2 laps to go. David A. Bear really starting to apply the pressure to Felix Waugh for the top spot.
Tanner Van Doren applying the pressure to Danny Varon. He tried the bottom. Now he's going to try the outside lane. Barron Performance Warehouse white flag. 1 lap to go. Up front, Waugh and Hebert. And for the 4th spot, it is Varon and Van Doren. Who's going to get that last redraw spot?
They'll make their way into turns number 3 and 4 for the final time. The Sunoco checker flag waves. Felix Waugh will get the heat race win. 2nd will go to David A. Bear. 3rd, Peyton Talbot. 4th, Danny Varon. Tanner Van Doren, 5th. And Gordon Clare finishing in that 6th position.
So heat number 3 in the record books for the Bob Hilber Sportswear Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco High Torque of New York Modifieds. The 91 Felix Waugh taking home the win. The 1 David A. Bear is 2nd. The 14T Peyton Talbot 3rd. 93 of Danny Varon 4th. They go to the redraw. Also qualifying the 27 of Tanner Van Doren. And the 55J of Gordon Clare is position number 6. So there will be a consolation still to go for the modifieds, but we got a lot more qualifying action coming up here. We'd also like to quickly say thanks to Bicknell Racing Products sponsoring Victory Lane when the checker flag drops at every 2025 Short Track Super Series event. Drivers will be celebrating a Bicknell Racing Products Victory Lane